Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Last Viking TV back again. Today I'm having a problem with my back throttle cable. It was actually very loose, and it had actually, I think the cable is getting a little old. So what I did was I had to remove that completely. In the back one, you may or may not have a spring. The front one does not have a spring. The back one does have a spring down in that casing. So what you got to do is, if your wire is kind of loose here, the back one, follow it all the way up. Don't remove the wrong one. So follow it all the way up to the top, and it'll most likely be the one on this side of the handlebar. You don't need to take apart this whole entire unit here, just to simply fix, an old cable. Basically what I did was I took the carburetor off. I'm not gonna take it off again because I just kind of got it back on there, then decided to make a video. So I'll just kind of explain to you step by step what I did. So I removed these two bracket bolts here, took this carburetor off, and it allowed me to get access to this back cable here in the back. So this whole thing came on out. I was able to get it. Do not forget to reattach your fuel line to your carburetor head. Here I have a hypercharger, and it will go right there. That tube will go right there, attached to a K&N filter there. Now going back here, so what I did was I took that back cable off. Okay, I brought it all the way out to the side. I flipped it upside down. I squirted some of this white lithium protective grease right down the tube, and I used my hands to kind of keep a real nice tight on it, and I squeezed that bottle as hard as I could so enough pressure would actually get down into this tube, and I kind of massaged it and kind of bent it down to go down as far as into the tube as possible, and allowed that cable to work again. So once I did that, I brought this, there's a lock nut here, so you can extend the cable. You want to make sure that this cable back here is tight. Not tight, but taut. Kind of in between loose and tight. Reason for that is because you really want to make sure that your cable returns back to that spot. Now, this one, it was doing it before. So now I have a different problem, but that problem is going to be simply in me adjusting this. So if I bring this back down to where it should be, should start to see the handlebar, or there we go. There we go. And that's pretty much what you want to see. You want to see that retractment of the throttle cable. But you also want to make sure that this back cable is not coming up when you pull on the cable. Make sure it's not too loose and that it's just right. So now, with that being said, I'm going to put on some locking, some zip ties to kind of hold this all together. But I do have another throttle cable coming. This is just kind of a temporary fix until I can get a throttle cable to come. But essentially, this is what I want going on here. I'm going to lock up this bolt right about there. And this one, it can be right about there is fine. Okay, cool. So make sure that your throttle and your forward throttle pole and your backwards throttle pole cable is locked, and that the nut is locked and that it's not moving anymore. So that's important. You also want to make sure you have a pair of trusty needle nose pliers to lock that bolt there. Make sure that nut is locked, that locking nut is locked. Good. Shouldn't move too much more. Now they're just kind of going together. I'll fix that later on. But essentially what you want to make sure is that this that this throttle goes back to its own position on its own, that this back cable is no longer popping up out of the socket because there's a spring down in the bottom there. If that causes any more problems, then I just can't wait to get that new cable in. But this is kind of a quick fix. If you don't have access to a cable and you're out on the road and you don't really know what to do, if you got a little bit of grease with you, just take that back cable off, squirt some grease down into it, get that throttle cable moving again, get it lubricated, and simply adjust these cables here and make sure your throttle's working all the way. High revving at low RPM. Basically what happens was I was stopping at stoplights and it would rev about 1500 to 2000, and it was because this back cable kept popping out of its socket. It kept popping out. I didn't have any problems with the front one, but I did have problems with the back one. And so that right there, that whole socket would pop out and just sit right on top of that sleeve there, because there was a spring down there in the bottom and this cable was kind of stuck. So now I kind of lubed it up, got everything back on, gonna pop on this hybrid charger again. If this video was helpful for you, please give a thumbs up. If there's anything else that you think I should have done differently, besides getting a new cable here pretty soon, which I am, and I'm gonna update that video. Once I do, I'll show you how to install a new throttle by taking off this whole entire compartment and all that other crap. So anyways, if this video was helpful for you, this is a 1995 883 Sportster. It's been customized and bored up to a 1200cc XL. So other than that, thanks for watching. Please make sure you share this video with all your friends and family. Give a thumbs up and comment down below. Let me know what you think about it. And if you haven't seen this bike yet, no, it's not mine, but this is. It's got, well, it's definitely got the hypercharger, but yeah, it's all chromed out really, and leather seats and all that good stuff. And that's pretty much it there. Got to change out the tail lights, or the tires actually. And then so we added on new lights, because in order to be seen, you have to be able to see. Or actually, to be seen, more lights and more noise actually is always going to be better, because as a driver of both car and motorcycle, I've noticed that a lot of motorcycle teachers, they're going to tell you, oh, loud pipes don't save lives. Well, in fact, loud pipes do save lives, because multiple times have I actually not even been expecting a motorcycle to come cruising right next to me, and 90% of the time they don't have loud mufflers. I don't recognize them because I can't hear them over my car radio with my windows rolled up. Any other distractions that I have as a Class C driver also. So having loud pipes puts that noise out there that most likely you're going to hear it. So that definitely will be saving lives. If you don't think that loud pipes don't save lives, please comment down below. Love to get in a discussion about that. Definitely having more lights in the front allow drivers that you're actually behind to be able to see you, to recognize that either you're going to be popping up on their left or right, or that you're going to be switching lanes, and that there's a fragile or a delicate vehicle next to them that could be easily taken out by a 3,000 plus pound car. So hopefully this video was helpful for you. If it was, please comment down below. Thanks for watching. Until next time, guys, Last Viking TV is out.